Alright, this is the first time I'm getting my face on the camera as well as I'm doing this. So let's see how this goes. Um, oh, I started off in a medium actually. Medium, yeah, okay. Going to be doing medium, New York Times on Sudoku pad. Typically, I start with cycling through 1 to 9. So I look at all the ones in the grid and see if there are any constraints which will allow me to fill um, any ones. But looks like we have tough luck here. There's only one here, which means this column cannot have one. Gives me not enough constraint. Here, not enough constraint. So I'm quickly going to move to 2. We got a little lucky. This row and this row cannot have a 2, and so this is a 2. Going back, this column cannot have a 2, and this row also cannot have a 2. So the 2 goes here. This row and the third row cannot be a 2, so the 2 comes here. So you've got 3 2s here, 3 2s here. Only these 2 boxes are left. You can see these 2 columns have their 2s, so it has to be here, and this row blocks this. So I think we'll be able to finish all the 2s. So you see we got all the 9 2s, so 2s are done. Let's go to 3. We're not that lucky, but maybe we are. If you see these 2 3, they block these 2 columns. So sorry, 3 goes here. Whenever there are 2 3s in the middle, here it's in the middle column and here it's in the middle row, which they block, they form a cross like this, right? They're blocking all these. So only the corner cells can get that number, which is 3. In this case, 2 corner cells are taken, so 3 has to be between these 3. So I'm going to corner mark them. I still don't know which of them is 3, and there could be other numbers also, but so we'll just corner mark. But we know that between these 2 cells 3 is taken, which basically means this row, the rest of these cells cannot be 3, because one of these 2 cells have to be 3. And so the top row is gone, middle row is gone. For the third row in this box, it has to be here. So I'm going to corner mark it, even though there are 3 positions. I typically corner mark if there is only 2 positions, but in this case it's not so intuitive when you look at 1 3 whether the 3s could possibly come here, because these are candidates. So that's why I'm kind of going ahead and corner marking, even though there are 3 positions here. Okay, actually we are not done with 3. So here if you see 3 cannot come in this row, this 3 cannot come in this row. It has to be one of these 3. Not enough. I'm not going to corner mark. I will remember, because these 3s are a visual reminder that they are blocking this 2 rows. What's happening here? Center. So if you apply the cross rule here, so the 3 can come in all these 4 corners, but there are 3 positions, so we're not going to really look at that. So here 3 can come in this cell or this cell or this cell. Not enough for us to go with. Let's look at 4. These 2 columns are blocked. This column is also blocked, so 4 has to be here. Excuse me. 4 has to be here. Not enough. 4 can be in the top and the bottom. 4 can be in the top and the bottom. 4 can be in the top and the bottom. 4 is blocking here, so it can be in these 2 rows. 2 cells or these 2 cells. Not much to go. So let's look at 5. We may cycle through this very quickly. So you can see this is taken, and this is taken because of this. So 5 needs to be in these 2. What about 5 here? It can be in any of these 4 cells. What about 5? 5 is blocking here, so the fly has to be in the center. So that blocks these two, because these two, 5 has to come in between these two, so it cannot come here. That means the 5 would come only here. So we got something out of it, even though we couldn't fill it. This 5 is only blocking here, so there are so many places it can go. There's nothing we can tell about this. There's nothing we can tell. Oh, here. Yeah, let's move on to 6. Okay, 6, top row, bottom row is blocked, left column is blocked, so 6 is here. And there are too many blanks. 3 could come here or here. So these two columns are blocked, so 3 could come in any of these 3 places. Yeah, not much. This is a tough puzzle. Okay, here 7 is blocked here, 7 is blocked here because of this 7. So that means 7 can come in this 7. 7 comes in this column, but there are 3 candidates. What do we tell about? Okay, 7 is blocking these 2 rows, so 7 goes here. Okay, nothing about 7 here, nothing about 7 could go into this. Let's quickly finish one pass of 1 through 9. You're blocked here, so the 8 has to go here, which means 8 is taken for this column. This column is taken, this column is taken, 8 has to come here. I'm going to mark them even though there are 3 positions, because there's no, even though you're corner marked it, there is no visual reminder that 8 is blocking here. So that's why I always like to corner mark 3 cells only in those cases. So here, there are 3, okay. 8 blocks here, and there's no place in the middle, so 8 has to go here. So if 8 has to go here, 8 is finished here, so 8 has to be here. So by the way, another way of looking at it is that these two 8 has to come in this box, 8 has to come between these 2 cells, which means the top row is taken. So this cannot be an 8, so that means this will become an 8. So I don't need this 8 here, 8 is taken. So let's see if that opens up or that creates any new constraint here, but it looks like it hasn't. So I am left with nothing. Let's move forward. Let's move ahead. These 2 rows are blocked because of this 9, and the center is blocked. So okay, so this can be center marked, because the reason you corner mark is because when you corner marked it is 3, you're telling 3 could go only in these 2 cells, but there could be other numbers that could go there. That's the meaning of corner marking. But now 3 can go in only these two cells, and 9 also can go only these 2 cells. So these 2 cells are kind of blocked for only these 2 numbers. No other number can come. Now when you have found that out, then you can center mark it and say only 3, 9 will come here, which means, right, I got interrupted there. Let's continue. So we were at 9, and let's see. Okay, not many constraints. You see, we filled 5, there's only 4 left. We'll come to that. That's it. So at this time, we can, since we have, in this pass, we filled many numbers. If we cycle through 1 to 9 again, we will find more numbers to fill. But before that, let's take a different strategy. Wherever there is like 4 blank cells or less or fewer, let's try to look for the candidates, and we could find some solutions there. For example, here there are 3 blank cells, and what could go, I'm going to center mark because I'm going to figure out what could go into each of these cells. So 1 is not there, then 2 is here, 3 is here, 4 is here, then 5 is not there. It looks like 1 and 5 can go into all the 3, so we're not getting any luck here. Then 6, oh my god, 6 is also in all the 3. 7, 8, 9 is already there. So 1, 5, 6, we haven't learned anything new. Hasn't been good for us. So, but let's see, maybe here, right? Here it is 1, 2 is already there. See, this one cannot be 1, but we will fix that later. 2 is there. 3 can only come here. 3 cannot come here. That's interesting. Then 4 is already there. 5 can come in 2 positions. Then 6 is there. 7 is the last one, right? 7 can come in 3 places. All right, so let's remove this. 5, 7 has to be removed. 1, 5 has to be removed. 3 has to be removed, right? So this could be 1, 5, 7. This could be 3, 7. This could be 1, 3. This is horribly 1, 3, 5, 7, all the 4. Typically, I don't like 4 numbers being center marked because it just clutters the grid. So I'm just going to remove that. We'll figure out later. What it tells is there isn't enough constraints for us to narrow down the options. So let's look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, right? 7, 8, okay. We are not as lucky here as well. So it's 1, 7, 4. This one is too many. So we didn't get much luck. This one has 3 cells. Let's see, 1. See, 1 is is a candidate everywhere because we just didn't have enough ones to begin with, right? Let's just start at the beginning. We saw there was just this one, 1, which is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not there. Oh, okay, we got lucky here. You see, 5 cannot come here because of this 5. 5 cannot come here because of this 5. So the 5 can only come here. So no matter what other candidates are there, we know this can only be 5. So let's go back 1. Now we are down to only 2 numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't see I see a 6. Then 8 is not there. So 1, 8. We got even more luck here. You see, there is this 8 can only come here. And by the way, 8 is already there. So this has to be an 8, 1, and then this has to be an 8. So okay, not bad. We got lucky. But now that opened up a few more because this 8 is here. It takes away this 8. So the 8 can only come into these 2 positions. Not too much. Because of this 5, it takes out this 5. So there are only 2 positions for 5. So you know this has to be 5, which is why corner marking only when you have 2 possible positions is important, because if one gets taken out, the other, you can automatically fill in the other. So you don't have to think. So this 5 cannot be there anymore. This cannot be the one because we added 1 here. So this becomes 5, 6, 5, 6. Now you see there are 3 numbers possible here, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6. But these 2 5, 6 are occupying these 2 cells. No other place can take 5, 6, and 1 cannot come here, right? So obviously this is 1. So we got lucky because of that. These numbers that we were able to fill other numbers too, right? So okay, anything else that we can make out? I don't see any other any other thing. This box seems nice, like 3, 9, 5, 6. We don't need this corner marking. Oops. This corner marking anymore. Seems a little progress. Let's see. Let's cycle through 1 to 9 again. Maybe we'll get a little more progress. So you can see it cannot be in these top 2 rows. This one is blocking. It cannot be in this, so it has to be in these 2. Some progress. One will be a little slow because there were very few ones to begin with. This one is blocking this column, so one has to be between these 2. We know one is here, so I'm just going to corner mark this extra cell. Okay. Too many other possibilities, so let's just 2 we finished it, I think, right? Yeah. 3, let's say if 3 can only come here. And 3 can only come here, 3 can only come here. So let's see what is happening here. So 3, there are 3 places for the 3 here, and then here we don't know. There are interesting. This is a very interesting constraint problem. You see 3 can come in these 3 places, but here 3 can only come in these 2 places. In this box, if you take this 3, it takes out this box, which means 3 can come in these 2. So if you take these 3 columns, 3 can come only in the first 2 columns and this column. So in this column there are multiple options, but in this column there is only one place for this 3. So this has to be the 3. So there you go. I'm kind of messing up in the way I'm explaining, but I hope there's no other potential candidate, right? I mean, that's what helped us close that, even though that's a second order thinking of the constraint. This is not literally the number being there is not creating the constraint, but there is no possibility in this box to have a 3 here. There is no possibilities in this box to have a 3 here. So that means 3 cannot come anywhere here. 3 can only come in this, and there's only one candidate there, which is this 3, and that's why we got it. So this is another way to kind of think about it, right? So, okay. So what can that inform us? Has it created any constraint here? No. So we'll just move on to 4. 4 is coming here. We saw that. What is 4 doing here? No, 4 is bad. Five between these 2, 5 here. We got that. Okay, this 6, these 2 6 are taking out these 2 columns, so 6 has to be here or here. Is there any other constraint? No. Do we know anything about the 6 here which can create a constraint? Because we know that the 6 has to be in this row, but anyway, that didn't create a constraint because the row wasn't available in this box. 6 could come in the top cell or the bottom these 2 cells, so that doesn't create much of a constraint. No, that's it. Not Not much, huh? Very little, very little. So 7 can come here or in these 3. No. Okay, 7 these 2. What about 7 here? It can't come in the top row, so it will come in these 3. But do we know anything about this area to take anything out? I can't, except for the fact that 7 can only come here. I'm not able to really find any other constraint. Let's see, 8 is in the top row. 8 is in these 2. 8 is again here, so 8 will come in these 2 places. And 3 and 5. I got distracted with looking at some other pattern. Let's get back here. Typically when I'm doing it without recording, I'm much faster. I don't know. I'm slower when I'm speaking, and maybe I'm also conscious that I'm recording. 9 here. Okay, now, so let's look at this 4 cells. Let's fill it up. 1, there are 2 possibilities. Then 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4 is already there. 5, 6, 7. There is again 3 possibilities. Then 8, 3 possibilities, 9, 3 possibilities. Okay, even though it looked a little confusing, you can see there are 3 reds here. There's only 8 possible, so we go with 8. This is not going to be 8. This is going to be 8. Take out 8. Take out 8. 179, 179, and this is going to be 1 8. Take out. So this is called a triplet. 179, 179, and 79. This is 3. Now actually this could be, we could get lucky here. 1, 2, 3 is already between these 2, then 4, then 5, then okay, let's look at 6. There are 2 candidates. 7, there are 2 candidates. 8 and 9. Okay, 9 has to come between these 2, so this is it. So we didn't find much, but 4 7 4 6 7 4 6. Okay, let's look at this 1. We got lucky here. See, these 3 rows cannot have 1 because obviously 1 is here and this one is blocking, so 1 has to be here. That was, I kind of saw that earlier, but I didn't know whether this could be a 1, but I didn't see this one here. So now we are left with, left with 3 cells. You know, this is going to be 5 6. So let's center mark 5 6 here. But there is, because there are 3 cells, there has to be 3 candidates. 1 2 3 4 is a candidate. Yeah, 4 can come in all the 3. What the heck? So I was hoping we'd be able to resolve that. I'm going to remove the corner mark. Maybe I should remove the corner mark here also. You see this? We got some bonus here. This has to be 3, this has to be 7, which which means the 7 is taken out, but we still have 2 candidates. But that 7 means this cannot be 7, so we got this 1. Okay, this is not 7, so this was the only other place where 7 could go. Okay, 1919. Yeah. Some bit of progress there. What about this? There are only 3 here. 3 candidates. I'm looking for 3 candidates. 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Yeah. Okay. Not so lucky. They are like all over the place. 1, 9, 1, 4, 4, 9. It's fine. But at least if you remember earlier, these are like 4 candidates. Now, because of the 7 and 2, it got down to like only 2 candidates. I'm happy about that. So, how about this? BB, no, I will try later. Okay, this one. This one has only 4 cells. So, and we recently filled these. So, you could get lucky. 1, 2, 3 gone. 1, 2, 3 is over. Now the 4 can only come here, not here. Obviously, there is a 4. 5 is there. 6 is not there. And again, you see, because of 6 is here. So 4 and 6 have to come here. And then 7 is there. 8, 9. Ah, terrible. Okay. So the 4, 6, at least we got this down to 8, 9. This is like what about this? What could come here? Oh, 1, 2, 3 could come here, right? Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 9 is between these two. 9, because this box needs a 9. 9 cannot come here because of this 9. So if you go to see, think about it. 9 blocks this, so 9 can only go here, and 9 can only go here. So obviously, this cannot be 9. That's for sure. It could be 8 because this is a little tricky. One of this has to be 8, but this can also be 8. So 8 can escape this column in this box to here, and so one of these could get a chance to be 8. So we don't know. Let's look at this. What are the candidates? 1, 4, 6, 8, 9. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, 5 cells and 5 candidates. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. So 4, 6, 8. Oh, wow. 4, 6, 8, 4, 6, 8, 4, 6, 8. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Now this opens up. It's a beautiful pattern. 4, 6. 4, 6 in this box. This box needs 4 and a 6. And there are only 2 positions where it can go, 4 and a 6. If this is 4, this has to be 6. This is 4, this has to be 6. So there's no place for it to escape beyond these 2. So that means one of them is 4, one of them is 6, taken. 4 and 6 are taken, which means this one cannot be 4, 6. So the only other number left here is 8, and which automatically means only other number here is 3. Now this 8 and 9 cannot escape anywhere. You remember earlier this was also 3 and an 8. So if there was a possibility for 8 to escape these 2 cells and go here, but now it cannot. So 8 and 9 are locked into these 2 cells. So that means 8 cannot be here. So this becomes 4, 6. So you have locked it down to 4, 6 and 8, 9 pair. What it did was this 8 took out this 8. There's only other place for 8 to go. And so this becomes 8. Well, this is an easy one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7 are the only possibilities. Let's see. Okay, this 7 is blocking here, so this is 6, this is 7. We got that easy. Now this 6 means this 4, 6 now is fixed to 4 and a 6. This cannot be a 4. Now here you see this 6 also makes this one, 5, and then this one is 6. Any other constraints? No, I don't see it, but we got some bit of luck here. Okay, let me see. See this 1, 2, 3 cells, but we have already center marked them. It can only be, this cell can only be 1, 7, this cell can only be 1, 9. And you see 3 numbers, right? 1, 7, and 9. And there are 3 cells. So I don't even need to scan the row. I can simply tell this can only be 1, 7, 9, right? Now one is blocking, this one is blocking this, so it cannot be 1. It is 1, 7, 7, 9, 1, 9. Yeah, you can't really, you're not getting lucky there. Here again, you see this 2 cells and then a third one, and the third one has 1, 9. That means that 1, 9 could also be a candidate here, but we are looking for a third one because there are 3 cells. So unfortunately we have to scan. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is not there. So I see 4. Okay, there you go. 1, 4, 9, 4, 9, 1, 9. Right. So 1 can go in 2 places, 4 can go in 2 places, 9 can go in all 3 places. So there's no way for us to eliminate any other place where we can see. Wow, we've kind of center marked almost everywhere except these places. Maybe we should just center mark it before we do the number scanning. So 1, 2. Okay, how many candidates can there be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candidates. We are looking for 5 candidates, but I'm not going to center mark these 2 because they're already done. So I'm going to select 3 cells, but I'm going to be looking for 5 candidates. Which are the 5 candidates? I see 4, 8, 9. So let me enter 4, 8, 9. But then I'm looking for 2 more, correct? So 1, 2, 3 is not there. So 3, 4, 5. I don't see 5. So 5. That's it. I don't have to look for anything else. So here 8 is gone. Here 3 and 8. Here 3 and 8. So 4, 5, 9, 4, 5, 9, 3, 4, 5, 9. Yeah, and I don't like this 4 possibilities, so I'm just gonna kill it. We didn't get lucky here. I see 7 only here. I don't see 7 anywhere. So could this be 7? But for that we need to see if 7 can be here. 7 can be here. Okay, so it need not be 7. Let's see what happens here. Maybe we'll finish this row too. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're looking for 5 candidates. So 1, 7, 8, 9. 4 candidates are already there. 1, 7, 8, 9. Right? And then we are looking for 1 more candidate, which is not here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 also is not here. So okay, 1, 5, 7, 8, 9. This one has a lot of constraints. So 5, 7, 8, 1, 9. All right, 1, 7, 8. I'll tell you why I said see this 1, 9. This 1, 9, it cannot have any other candidates, only 1, 9, 1, 9. I mean, there's no other number which can fit in here. This box needs an 1, 9, and it can only go between these 2, which means the 1, 9 is taken between these 2 cells. This cannot be 9 because it's going here for sure. So that means this has to be 4, this has to be 5. Let's fill that. 4, 5, right? And but the 9 is here, 9 is here, so that means 9 has to be here and this has to be 9, correct? So this has to be 9, so this has to be 3. So this column does not have a 3, I realize, and that's the only place 3 can go. But we're not done here. Look at this, 4 is taken out because of this 4. So 1, oh, that means 9 and 1, we resolved that. Then there is a 7 gone. Now this is like a domino falling. 1, this is the beauty of having center marked. This is 8, 4, 9, 7, 9, 8, 1, 9, 6, which makes this 4, which makes this 6, which makes this 7, which makes this 4, which makes this 5. Yeah. Oh my god, I took like 40 minutes, but yeah, you know what, I paused in the middle for about 5 minutes or so, and then I restarted, so I didn't stop the counter. Plus I'm feeling a little brain foggy because of all this thinking about, is it recording, etc. and all that. I was conscious of it, but I think this is a not more than 15-20 minute puzzle for me, for my skill level. I have seen others do it in 10-12 minutes as well. Thank you for watching.